Hello, in this video, we'll show how to use decorators in Python. So what is a decorate? Decorate, simply speaking, is a function that takes one function as input and returns another function. So which means if we want to run the second function, but we want to change something, so we can use decorate and without changing the input function, but we can just add extra statement in the decorate function, in the outside function. So next we go to Python IDE to show what is it. So first we will define a function called documented. So documented is a function that will take another function as input, then we will show the information of the input function's arguments. So which means the position argument and the keyword argument, like this. Then we show the result of running this function. So we run this function first. You can see the new function will define a new function. Then this new function will get the input function's arguments and will show the running function, which is the input function's name and the input function's positional arguments and the input function's keyword arguments. Then we will run the input function and take the result and print the result. Then the result will be returned to this running function, and then this result of this new function actually is the result, because this inside the function called a new function, and the returning value is the result of running the input function. So in the end, we will return this new function's result, which is the result from the input function's running. Then return this value to documented. Then next, we will create a very simple function to do the job, which is add two arguments. Then if we just forget the decorator, we just run this simple function by passing 3 and 8. Then the result is 8, right? 3 and 5, and the result is 8, right? Then we will run this decorator function and with input as the add-ins. Then the result will be assigned to this one. Then we will call this function with the passing number 3 and 5. So now you can see the information has been printed out because run the document of an input function and with a passing value. So running function is this input function, and the position arguments is 3 and 5, and the keyword arguments are nothing, and the result is 8, right? And because this is manually passing an input function to the outside function, so in Python, the feature called decorate, and without manually running the decorator, we just automatically, so we use this at alphabet for symbol for decorate. So at documented, which means this document is a function for the next function as input function. So at documented, then define a function. So next we can just call the input function without calling the outside function because it has been decorated. So we call this input function. So you can see the result actually is running the document just with this function as the input. So it's quite strange, right? And the running function and position arguments, keyword arguments, and the result is same as we manually passing this function to the outside function. And actually you can make multiple decorators. For example, we will decorate this function with another function called squared it. So we'll make a square of the result if we want to put a function as the input to square it. So we define squared first. Squared as an input function, then new function is the input function's argument, and the result is from input function's argument, and we return the square of running of the input function. Then we will return this new function, and the result, this function's result will be the square of the input functions running, right? Then next we will make automatically decorate 2 times. So first document it, then wrap as the squared as the input. Then define another function called add-ins as the input to squared. So it is sequentially. So first this one is the input to the squared, and total result is the input to document it. So now this add-ins function has been decorated 2 times sequentially. And now we call this function. So you can see now the result is running function is a new function, not this function. Running function new function. Why? Because first run the squared with input function, add-ins as the input. So squared function will return new function. So the new function will be as the input as documented. So that's why documented will show the input function as the new function. But position argument is the same as because this is passed to the upper level. And the result is 64 now because it has been squared. So this is the very basics of decorators in Python. Thanks for watching.